Okay, we're looking at an oscilloscope, a cathode ray oscilloscope, a CRO or CRO. This one's a Dick Smith Electronics oscilloscope, DSE Cat Q-1280. It's a laboratory oscilloscope according to them, but it's really a hobbyist machine, and it's able to look at what most hobbyists would be happy to use or look for signals in equipment such as a radio or a television or something like that. This particular demonstration is on a AM radio. The AM radio is the Sanyo transistor radio from the 1980s, early 80s. By the way, the oscilloscope is also from the early 1980s, about $200 in those in 1980s. We'll just have a look inside the radio, and we're looking at a signal coming into it at the moment from the radio at the moment. The radio is operating on battery. It's a mains or battery powered type radio, and the battery is supplying the voltage to be able to run the radio. The radio is a 2-band radio, so it is the amplitude, the broadcast band, and it's also got a higher frequency band which also can run from an antenna. But what we're looking at the moment is 3LO, which is coming in. The signal, or ABC national, it's coming in, being tuned in the capacitor here, the tuning capacitor, and the antenna. It's been modulated by a signal that makes it into 455 kilohertz for the intermediate frequency, which is going through these stages here. And at the moment I'm monitoring the output of the intermediate frequency section. So on the screen we can see the RF, the 455 kilohertz, is the sine type, or it almost looks like a sawtooth wave, but a sine wave there. And as someone is talking, the level of that sine wave goes up and down, and that is the amplitude modulation that's taking place. So once we get it through the intermediate frequency, we can then look at what the audio frequency is, the modulating frequency is, that's creating the signal to go up and down. So if we shift to another point here, we can see the audio signal. Just got to clip it on properly. Okay, so now the audio signals here, I can have to turn down the gain, and also I'll turn down the sweep rate so that we can actually see the audio. And now we're looking at the audio signal. So that audio signal is in
a legitimate concern. Will there be splinter groups? And there are still, I would say, close to 3,000 suicide attackers that the Taliban have. And I have no doubt that it will be a very, very difficult process to rehabilitate.
Okay, so that's the way we use the oscilloscope to look at signals within particular equipment, or also coming out of equipment. So